Majesty, you gotta watch this. Now, I hope that you're doing all right. Welcome back. If it's your first time coming on here, I'd like to say you're welcome. Please do subscribe and join the family. So it is important to recognize that making racist jokes, regardless of the race of a person making them, perpetuates harmful stereotypes and contributes to a culture of discrimination and inequality. Now, such behavior undermines efforts to create a more inclusive and respectful society, and instead promoting understanding, empathy, and solidarity among all people is crucial for fostering genuine connections and mutual respect. Something that happened at a night where this man right here was a guest speaker that led to just the whole night being uncomfortable and, should I say, sour for everybody. Let me roll this clip. I'm gonna be back.
Time ago, I was speaking at a corporate event in America. I was the guest speaker. That night at dinner, I was at a table full of white people, and the guy, one of the bosses who'd invited me, actually started to tell a joke that I knew straight away was going to be racial. And black people were going to be the butt of the joke. In those split seconds, in the early sentences of the joke, I had a decision to make. Do I say something or stay quiet? No one else was saying anything, though I'm sure they felt uncomfortable. So I spoke up and I said, I don't think this joke is one I want to hear. I don't like the way it's going. I think it's going to be at the expense of black people. I'm not comfortable with that. Would you mind not telling it? Or I could leave the table. It was very uncomfortable. I remember he didn't tell the joke, but it was uncomfortable the rest of the night. Later in my room, I journaled what I felt about what was going on. I thought two things were at play. One was what I would call white solidarity. The other was what I would call white social capital. White solidarity is an unspoken code, I think, that we have as white people that means we would never embarrass each other by creating a racial discomfort for each other, by interrupting a racist joke or pointing out an act of prejudice or discrimination. We cannot keep quiet because it's a social code that we have, that we would remain in solidarity with each other, which protects our whiteness, our white advantage, our white privilege. That was at play at the table that night that allowed him to do what he'd done obviously many times. White social capital is what you get if you stay quiet. You get included, you are one of the boys, you are an insider, you are good to be around, you're a team player, you're fun, which may give you opportunities of inclusion as well in a corporate setting, a business setting, a social setting. It is an accruing of white capital by going along with it. I want to say to my white friends listening to this that our silence at those times is not benign, it is malignant. Because we become complicit in the continuation of the racist joke telling. It gets told again and again because when we heard it, we didn't say anything. And as socially awkward as it is, and knowing you'll be penalized if you say something, I'm appealing to us, because millions of us every day have this opportunity to say something, to speak up, to stand up for people of color and black people. And you will be excluded and you will lose social capital, but you will be a champion of a cause that you wish someone had been for you at times in your life. And I think many of us feel we can't do anything at the large government level. We can't protest on the streets. We don't feel comfortable with this or that. Can you say something today, wherever you are in your life? Can you speak up? Because our silence is not benign. It is continuing the problem. We can all play a part like this every single day. Let's speak up. Let's play our part, is what I'm appealing for. Love you guys. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to applaud the tenacity that this man used to stand up for black people. It's not easy, especially that it was somebody who was being looked at as, as a guest speaker. Everybody gives respect to that, right? But he had to stand up regardless of who invited him, regardless of who he was going to disappoint, because I feel like it's a whole lot of white people that were in there, and he decided not to be part of the social capital he could have gained out of just remaining quiet, of which is the most thing that keeps happening. No wonder this man had the pride and the audacity, to start making that joke in the first place. And I feel, just like he mentioned, he's gotten away with it like many times, you guys, many times, you see. And some people have come in sometimes in the comment section or just videos around, and they be saying the problem is that when you're talking about these happenings, the racism is actually what is also perpetuating it. Like the solution, part of the solution is not to talk about it. So I don't understand, if we do not create awareness of these things that are going on, people will continue to feel comfortable about doing such things and, you know, being racist and saying such jokes and really walk away with that, which is not the right thing to do. Now, thanks to this white man for being part of the great cause. And I wish more would be able to stand up against your people so that you could just do something that is right. And it's crucial to understand that racist jokes definitely do not have a place in a society that is striving for equality and respect for all individuals. And by refraining from making such jokes and actively challenging them when encountered, like in this place, we can contribute to creating a more inclusive and compassionate world for everyone. Let's focus on fostering understanding and empathy rather than perpetuating harmful stereotypes through humor. Like, everybody's gonna laugh about it, oh my goodness. But I am so glad that it had to come up. It's not the first time that I have seen it happen before. Just a few months ago, there were some videos that were going viral about what being 1% black DNA, and people were making fun about that kind of thing, you know, and making reference to monkeys and stuff like that, you know, things that have been a stereotype and some racial things that they have used against people of color or black people and things like that, which I don't think should be the case in our society, because it's already hard trying to reverse the things that people of color or black people have had to go through. There is no way of reversing that. And so we want to work on systems like the white supremacy systems and all of that, so that, you know, everybody can be more included. So let's all play our part. Definitely he did a very good job. And let me know what you think about all of this. Have you experienced any racist joke, or did you give a racist joke and then you realized that this wasn't right, or this is when you're getting it that you did something actually wrong and you're now choosing to be a part of you know, like a positive change or something that is good for this society? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming on to watch this video. I'll be waiting for your views and your experiences in the comment below. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Do remember to subscribe to this channel. Okay,
to this, that our silence at those times is not benign, it is malignant, because we become complicit in the continuation